something.
Hey ladies, so let's talk skincare and makeup routines. Right now I am makeup free, and that's because I'm gonna go through my normal daily routine with you, and then we're gonna talk about some alternatives that are out there. And the reason that we're looking at alternatives right now is because I have been using Cetaphil face wash and moisturizer, and it's for all the reasons that are listed on here. It's #1 doctor recommended, paraben free, won't clog pores, hypoallergenic, all of those good things. But when I looked at the list of ingredients in the face wash and the moisturizer, I found out there's actually a lot of toxic chemicals in there. So I had switched over to this little tiny bar of soap that's left. But I got this from Azure Standard, and it's a tallow, beef tallow and frankincense soap. And so that really has helped to clear my skin up, but I've still been using the Cetaphil moisturizer. So I'm in the process of switching over. In the meantime, I was still using Clinique, just an SPF daily moisturizer, tinted moisturizer. But that also has just a ton of ingredients in it. It had like 2 screenshots full of ingredients that aren't good for you. So of course I went on to social media and I asked around to all the naturally minded, crunchy ladies about what non-toxic makeups they use. And they were awesome to give me a long list of companies to research. And so I've chosen 4 of them, and I'm gonna just be reviewing all of those this week. So we're looking at Well People, Root Pretty, Toups & Co, and Brooke Cosmetics. And I'm just going to see how it stacks up against what I'm using currently. So get ready with me. All right, my face is clean. Now here's my less than probably a minute routine. I just put on a little bit of the Cetaphil moisturizer typically, and then just let that dry off. And then I go in with the Clinique SPF. It's just a tinted moisturizer. It's lightweight, and I just use it to even out my skin tone, to get rid of the redness and the dark circles. But there's not too much to it. And just kind of come through and blend it, because my skin's really light, but it changes with the sun, and I'm going to be gardening, so I like to just keep that all protected. So it's just a really quick routine, just kind of even out the skin here. And then because I'm so light, I like to go in with a little bit of blush just to add a little bit of color back to my face. And then I just comb the eyebrows. I don't put anything in them. That just, I don't know, so I look more put together. And then I just go in with a little bit of lip boost. This is Blistex. It probably has stuff in it. So that's it though. That is my makeup routine. I'm ready for the day. This is pretty much how I do it every single day. First up, I'm going to try out Toups & Co Organic. All right, so I am a sweaty mess from working out in the garden, but I'm gonna go ahead and wash my face with the Toups & Co charcoal exfoliating soap, and then follow up with some of their frankincense tallow moisturizer. It has a nice lather on it for sure. My face feels totally refreshed. I'm just gonna get it dried off. And I'm going to follow up with the tallow frankincense moisturizer. It is super thick. That's a thick stuff. So I think probably a little is going to go a long way. So yeah, that's really thick. Let me try the patting, because it's so thick I don't want to like rub it into my pores. But it smells super good with that frankincense in there. It feels great on my skin. It's not like immediately turning me red. I noticed with the moisturizer that I used earlier, like immediately I turned red. I noticed that when I was doing a little bit of editing. This feels good. And so I got the samples of the foundations from Toups & Co. And so I'm going to try out it's a Magnolia C11. and Oyster C12. They're like one shade apart from each other. And I think that's kind of what's closest to the Clinique CN20 that I use. So I'm gonna try out the lighter shade first, and I'll do half on each side of my face. Oh wow, that goes on really nice and smooth. I don't have to do much to it to get it on. I think that the cream that's underneath, the frankincense and tallow cream, is helping this spread nicely on my skin. So now let's try out the shade darker and see if that makes any difference on my skin. It actually has a little bit of a light scent to it. And I did not get any blush with this because I just want to try to see how it looks with the samples. So I'm thinking this is a little dark. This is probably the right color, just the shade lighter. So it looks like Magnolia is good on my fair skin, Magnolia C11. And then I did pick up a lip balm from them. Let me just wipe my hands off and we'll try that on and see. Now this lip balm, it is also made with grass-fed tallow, organic olive oil, organic beeswax and mica. So let's try that out. That feels nice going on. It's probably a lot healthier than the Blistex that I was using earlier. So that's a nice light makeup look from Toups & Co. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. Okay, so today I'm trying out Lauren Brooke Cosmetics. So the system works a little differently. This is a cleansing oil. It's not a soap. And so you just put a couple of drops of the cleanser oil on your face. And this isn't the anti-aging. This is just a sample size bottle right here. And now that the oil is on my face, I'm just gonna go through and clean it all down. I can smell the pomegranate in here. It has a nice, refreshing scent. All of the products that I'm trying are all natural, chemical-free products. So let's see, my face was already clean. So let's see if it actually removed any residue. Actually, it looked like it did remove some residue, so I guess my face wasn't that clean. I haven't tried oil-based cleansing products before, so we'll just see how this does. So then step 2 are these moist towelettes, and this is a pomegranate and acai berry anti-aging and moisturizing cloth. So then I just go and remove the excess oil and anything that, this is so refreshing, anything that might have been left behind. This feels so cooling and nice. And so my skin looks clean now. So that's nice to know. It cleanses pretty well. My face, it feels a little bit drier after using the wipes, but it's not dried out. And so now I'm trying out the foundation. It is a Cool 20. I usually use the CN20 with Clinique. So this should be close to what I was using, just to kind of show you what it looks like there. And I'm just gonna pat this onto my skin and rub it in. This doesn't feel like it moves across my face as easy as the Toups & Co yesterday, but I think it's because I'm starting out with a drier face. Whereas with Toups & Co, I was starting out on top of the tallow. Now this does have a strong scent to it. I'm not quite sure what that scent is, but I will do a little research into it and add it to the blog. I'll actually put all of the details in the full article about what type of products are used in the manufacturing of these, what the pricing is and how they stack up against each other. So be sure to check out the blog. Now this has, looks like it has a little bit of an oil sheen to it. I'm trying to see if it covers those dark circles. I think that the color looks okay. Let me know what you think in the comments. Now, how many of you use your fingers to put on your makeup? That's what I want to know, because I'm old school. I see a lot of people now use the foundation brushes, but this is just what I prefer. Using my fingers, I feel like it gets in there better. Now we're going to go ahead and do this dual purpose. I love that it's dual purpose. Big old stick for lips and cheeks. And a little too much there. And I'll just get in a little closer so you can kind of see the color on there. And since I have an oil base on my face now, this stuff is moving pretty easily. All right, so there's the finished makeup look with Lauren Brooke. What do you guys think? Next up, I'll try out Root Pretty. So the next company that I'm trying out is called Root Pretty. This is a charcoal activated cleanser, and then we have a blue tansy moisturizer. And I can tell you, just opening this smells so good. And then this cleanser, it's like a nice gray color, and it's kind of like a thin liquidy, looks like an oil base. So I'm gonna get my face washed up, and then we're gonna try on some of these products. My face feels nice and clean after using the charcoal cleanser, and now I'm going to go ahead and apply some of the blue tansy moisturizer. This has a really light feel to it. See, it moves easy, it's not too thick. So a little actually goes a long way. I feel it spreading on my hands, and now I'm going to go ahead and apply it to my face just to give it some moisturizing after removing everything with the cleanser. And that feels nice. So let me dry that off. Who else dries like this? With the chicken hands. This company actually has 3 products. They have the Pretty Boost. It's just like a tinted moisturizer. The Pretty Boost Plus. I think it has some more of those just healing properties in it. I'll break that all down in the blog just to show you the differences between all of the products. And then they have the Wonder Foundation. It's a thicker, higher coverage. So I'm going to do between the Pretty and the Pretty Boost Plus. I think that the Pretty Boost Plus matches my color better. And I am so thankful that all of these products come in samples. So far, all of the products I've tried have samples available. And so that just really helps, like with picking shades and figuring out if these products are a good fit for you. So right now I'm putting on the Pretty Boost Plus, and this shade actually looks a little light for my skin. It moves really smooth, but I don't know that it has the coverage I like. It feels more like a moisturizer on my skin. So it's pretty evenly covered over my skin, but I don't think it really eliminated the redness or the blemishes. Let's try out the Pretty Boost just to see if that has a little bit of a difference, and I'll just kind of put that on the bottom part here. The color's a little darker, but man, this stuff, I'm almost using a little too much of it. Let's see. This color actually does work better for me, I think. But I don't know that it actually covers the redness as much as I would like it to. You can still see some of the redness in my chin. All right, so now let's go in here. And I'm actually gonna pat my hands off real quick and get some of that excess moisture off of them and the color before I try out the Wonder Foundation. Now this is a much thicker product. It's very thick. So now I'm gonna go in on this half of my face. And do some coverage with it. Now we can see that it does give a better coverage than the light moisturizer, the tinted moisturizer. I can kind of feel some of the grain in it. I won't go too far down on the chin since that has the Pretty Boost on it. but I'm thinking this color is really too light for me. I'd probably go a couple shades darker if I were to get the Wonder foundation in the full size. So again, I'm so thankful that these companies provide samples because it really gives you a good idea if the product is a good fit or not. All right, so I have the Wonder foundation on this side and then the Pretty Boost on this side. You guys have to let me know what you think about the products. So now I'm gonna go through, and there's this paint, it's pretty paint, and it's a lip and cheek. And so it has the same consistency as the Wonder foundation. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply it to this side here. And this side here, and I'm just gonna go and pat it all in. This stuff's pretty thick and kind of dark for me, for my liking. I'd probably go with a lighter color. But it looks like I'll have enough to go ahead and apply it to the lips as well. All right, so that is my Root Pretty face. What do you guys think? You'll have to let me know. I quickly had to wash it off due to a reaction. Let's try out Well People. I'm just getting back from being out, so I already have some makeup on my face, but the Well People finally arrived. So I'm going to try out the skincare kit. Now it comes with a cleanser, an exfoliator, a moisturizer, and an eye cream. So I'm gonna try out all of those products. I'm gonna go ahead and get my face washed, and then we'll come back and try out the SPF tinted moisturizer and the tinted lip balm. All right, so my face has been cleansed of all the makeup. The cleanser does have almost like a little bit of a perfumey saltiness to it. So as I was washing my face, I kind of got that like flavor on my lips. And then I was going to exfoliate, but as I poured it out, I noticed it's like an actual powder that comes out of here. So I'm going to go ahead and just exfoliate on the camera. I guess you just would pat this in like so. Oh, I'll be honest, this has a funky smell, like got a little funk going on there. So I'll just rub that in to exfoliate the pores, remove the impurities. That's what it's for. And then I'll get this rinsed off and try on all the other products. So my face is clean. It feels like extra clean, almost a little stiff. So I think between the cleanser and the exfoliator, it might have been a little drying on my skin. So now I'm gonna go ahead and go in with the moisturizer. Let's just look at that consistency there. It doesn't actually really have a smell to it, unlike the other products that I used. So that's good. This feels refreshing after having my skin tightened. So I'll go ahead and dry that off. And then I'm gonna go in with the eye cream. It just came with the kit. I don't really have anything else to compare it to because I don't normally use eye cream, but maybe this will help with the puffiness and the dark circles. We'll see. Doesn't hurt to try it out since it does come with the kit anyhow. Dry that off. So I'm feeling a little more moisturized. Still have some dry spots kind of right in there. And now I'm gonna go in with the tinted moisturizer. Comes in a tube with a little pump on it. That's nice, it's convenient. I'm just going in with the lighter color. Now let's see how good this covers. Feels like that just a little over, probably a nickel-sized amount was a good amount to go in with. And I'm just getting all up in the camera so you guys can see all of the imperfections getting covered over. I think that it blends really well. It seems to cover sufficiently. And there's still a little redness there. But overall, that's done. And then I'm going to go in with the tinted lip balm. Let's see here. I was trying to read the color, but I don't have glasses on, so can't tell you what that is right this second. This is really smooth. It feels really nice and very silky on the lips, as compared to some of the others that were a little drying. And so we'll see how this does. The color is a little dark in contrast to my skin, but we'll see how it holds up. I'll let you guys know. Be sure to check out the blog, because now I've reviewed all of the products and all of the details, side-by-side charts, comparisons, EWG scores, if they're available. All of that is listed in the blog.